Check, 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 check.
Yeah. You have to plug these in. Whose is this? This is from one of yours.
Yeah, hear that.
So it goes in there. And there. So I don't know if you'll get any sound. They got that to work one time.
Check, 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 check. Nothing. Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check.
successful athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100. Keep it 100.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show here on SummitCitySports.com. We're coming to you live from Southside High School. The Archers will play in their final Summit Athletic Conference game tonight against the Snider Panthers. Snider comes into this game 9-9 overall. The Fort Wayne Southside, they are at 7-10. Once again, my name's Ryan Dellinger. I'll be your host for this Summit Athletic Conference. My tag team partner tonight will be Tyler Sorg, and our cameraman tonight, Devontae. He's out there roaming around somewhere, probably getting some pretty awesome shots of the players as they warm up. It's time to meet your coaches. Your coaches tonight are presented by Tom Steele Tire. Jeremy Roush is in his 5th year with the Snider Panthers. He is 67-45 overall. In his 11 years as a head coach, he's won 44 and 101. J.J. Foster, he's in his 4th year here at Southside. He's 38-45. In his 8 years between Lures and South, he's 91 and 86. The Sagarin ratings for the Snider Panthers, they're a 79.23, good for 61st overall, 41st in Class 4A. For the Archers, they're at 73.4, that's good for 108th overall and 63rd in Class 4A. Both of these teams lost in their last outing. It was Snider getting blown out by a very good Lawrence North team that's ascended to the number 1 spot in 4A. They lost 95-70. Southside lost a game against Huntington North where they only scored 2 points in the 3rd quarter against the Huntington North team last Saturday. And I talked to the AD, and he said it was just a miserable quarter for the Archers. These two teams, well, they played 1 year ago today. It was the Snider Panthers winning a close one, 75-62. And now it's time to pay some bills here on Summit City Sports, and I'll turn it over to my partner in crime tonight, Tyler Sorg, as he loads up a graphic here. And it's not wanting to work. There we go.
There we go. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit DriveKelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions, enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite-level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. A system and solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. El Azteca Mexican recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit elaztecarestaurant.com. iCryo specializes in whole-body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more.
And with that, Tyler, we'll take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Welcome back to the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show here on SummitCitySports.com. It's time to meet your starters tonight. Your starters are presented by Kelly Automotive. First for the 9-9 Snider Panthers. This is how they will start tonight. They will start at one guard position, a 6'1" junior, number 1 Carson Jenkins. At another forward position tonight, a 6'2" sophomore, number 2 Elijah Brown. At the point guard position, a 5'9" junior, number 11 Tyler Harding. At the other guard position, a 6'2" junior, number 14 Aiden Lambert. And a young man that's on a hot streak over the last few weeks, a 6'2" senior. At the final guard position, number 22 Jade Moore. Once again, their head coach, Jeremy Roush. For the 10-7 Southside Archers, this is the way they'll go tonight for Coach J.J. Foster. They will go with a 6'3" junior at forward, number 1 Jalen Lattimore. At the point guard position, a 6'1" senior, number 12 Austin Jordan. At the center position tonight, a 6'6" senior, number 20 Robert Renbert. At a forward position, a 6'5" senior, number 22 Keith King. And at the other guard position tonight, a 6'2" junior, number 23 Aston Johnson. Your standings in the Summit Athletic Conference as we hit the final Friday night here in the Summit Athletic Conference. It is Carroll and Homestead both 8-0, and guess what, Tyler? They play each other tonight, and that is our game of the night here on Summit City Sports.
Yeah, definitely a long anticipated game in the SAC, and kind of fun to get that at the end of the season. Obviously, you look at Homestead there on the run that they've been on this season. Maybe just putting sort of an exclamation point on that tonight, but Carroll, that is no joke of a team, so we'll be interested to see how that turns out afterwards.
Well, I think honestly Homestead's going to have a little axe to grind because they just got bumped out of the number 1 spot in the state in 4A by Lawrence North, whom they beat. So if I was Carroll tonight, man, I'd be worried sick to death that Lawyer and the Luke Goody are going to go off tonight for 30 apiece against them. So I think that's going to be, I think it's great for the final game of the season to come down to that for those two teams. But I think Homestead's going to want to really put it on Carroll tonight if they can. So an interesting game to say the least. Absolutely. Out there at Carroll. Now looking down at the standings here, these two teams are next in line. Both of them stand 5-3 in conference play. Snider at 9-9 and Southside 7-10 overall, 5-3. So both of these teams are going to have winning records in the conference this season.
Yeah, and Snider has just been electric offensively as of late. Jade Moore especially, just a guy that can get hot from the three-point line, did so last weekend, and expect for him to have another big night here.
Yeah, last week when he put up almost 90 points. He had 26 against Blackhawk, 22 in the win over Bishop Luers, and then dropped 27 on a good Lawrence North team on Saturday. So he's definitely played up to his abilities here at the end of the season.
And the thing, too, about this Snider team is that it isn't just all Moore. I mean, anyone can get on a hot streak, and we've seen that throughout this season for this team.
Yeah, I've seen Carson Jenkins hit some shots from the parking lot at times. So both of these teams are going to go home with a winning record, but somebody's going to have bragging rights and say they were third in the conference at the end of the night. As we look down here at the Summit Athletic Conference standings, Northside at 9-9 overall, 4-4 in conference play. Bishop Dwenger at 8-9, 3-5 in conference play. Northrop at 5-10, 3-5 in conference play. Concordia 7-11, 2-6 in conference play. Bishop Luers 6-11 and 1-7 in conference play. And the Wayne Generals at 5-14, 1-7 in conference play. Your thought as you look down at the final night of Summit Athletic Conference basketball?
Just looking down the stretch, I think one team that, maybe more in the middle of the pack, but could be a threat is that Bishop Dwenger team. Just with the size that they have, can certainly be a threat in sectionals to make a run, and will be a team to watch as we approach the postseason.
You know, I have often wondered with that Dwenger team, what if they started from the inside and worked out? It doesn't exist any longer in high school basketball. It always starts from the outside and goes in. The same in college, same in the pros anymore. But they have big guys. They've got Ross, they've got Jackaway, they've got Kelly, they've got Sioka. They've got 4, 6, 5 plus guys.
How many teams, especially in their class, have that kind of size and depth as well?
I'm 100% with you on that. And then they can bring Campbell off the bench. They've got Lytle. They are a true threat to go very deep in 3A. So we'll see what they decide to do. We're going to have them tomorrow night here on Summit City Sports, and they are going to take on one of the premier big men in the city in Thomas Latham from New Haven, and he can go in and out, and that's what's going to be difficult for their bigs. So some interesting games. You look around tonight at the conference. I know I've got this printed really small, so I got to put my spectacles on. Concordia is at Wayne tonight. Northside travels to Bishop Luers. Northrop at Dwenger, and Homestead in that big one out at Carroll. Looking at tomorrow's action from the Summit Athletic Conference teams, Belmont at Luers. Concordia will travel to Norwell. It's Bishop Dwenger, a game we will have for you tomorrow here on Summit City Sports. Snider goes to Cathedral. Ouch. Number 4, Cathedral. Kokomo will travel here to take on Northside. It's North Central and Carroll. If you've looked online, boys and girls, that game does say 5:30, but due to the Carroll girls being in the semi-state, that game has moved to a 1:30 start. And then Richmond comes to town. They'll take on a good Wayne team tomorrow at 4:30. In girls action tomorrow at Saturday at the semi-state, these games are all at LaPorte. Our girls had to go a long ways to play basketball. In the 4A game at 4 p.m., it will be at Crown Point, the number 2 ranked team in girls basketball, take on the number 6 Carroll Chargers. The winner of that will play either Brownsburg or Franklin. Brownsburg unranked, Franklin sits at number 7. In 3A, the noon game tomorrow there at LaPorte, number 8 South Bend, Washington with 21-5 record will take on the Norwell Knights, the number 6 ranked team, 23-5 overall. The winner of that will take on either Tri-West or the number 1 team in the state, Silver Creek. So a lot of basketball still to be played here in the state of Indiana, Tyler.
Yeah, and you really feel for the girls having to make that bus ride tomorrow, maybe just a day early before we start to have it warm up a little bit. Hopefully it's not too cold on the bus, but definitely some good games ahead.
Yeah, and I think I heard that Norwell's coach say they left this morning at 10 a.m. So they left a day early and went. We did the same thing when our cadet team went on and went to the semi-state. We actually left a day early, too, because you have to practice on the court that you go to. It's like in football. All the teams that get down to Lucas, they go one day during the week and get a chance to practice on the field. So either way, congratulations to both Carroll and Norwell for just advancing this far.
Yeah, Carroll, they have quite a team out there, and it many points can just look dominant. So to see them get the win that they did over Homestead especially, just impressive.
Yeah, 2 wins this season over Homestead, something they haven't done in a while. But when you look at that Carroll team, we're going to take out a 5'11" girl for another 5'11" girl, for a 6'1" girl, for a 6'2" girl. That just goes on, and it's just good for Coach Redding. He's been working at this for a while. He had some good teams at Elmhurst when he was there as well. So congratulations, both teams making it that far in semi-state. It should be interesting to see. Obviously, those games, if you're going to watch them, you're going to have to go to ishatv.org to watch them. So it looks like these 2 teams are finishing up here. We haven't even talked about this game yet, and we'll probably roll right into the announcements here. We won't even take another commercial break. But these 2 teams are mirror images of each other. 5 guards against 5 guards. Who shoots the best is probably your winner tonight.
Yeah, I think that's certainly the way it's going to play out. Probably a fast game ahead of us. Don't look down for maybe more than 3 or 4 seconds, and you might have a score on the other end. So if we have a score that's a 70-70 sort of score, that wouldn't shock me at all.
No, I could see this even going beyond that. And the Southside is starting some seniors tonight that they don't typically start. Okay? Robert Rember doesn't start very often. In fact, he doesn't play very much. So that means coming off the bench tonight, you're going to see Derek Rouge, who has put up some big numbers in the last couple of weeks, and the freshman, Cadell Wallace. He's outstanding for a freshman. So this is going to be an interesting matchup, to say the least. Well, we will take one 30-second timeout, and then we'll turn it over to the public address announcer. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. All right, looks like we're ready to go here, Tyler. We've met both teams. Snider will be dressed in their road black uniforms tonight, yellow letters and numbers, and the Archers in their home white uniforms, green letters and numbers. Senior night.
Any uniform matchup you love to see. Easy to see numbers on the jerseys. Can't say that about every team.
Amen. I wish football would learn that lesson. And Southside will get the first possession of the game. It's Austin Jordan with it now. And it looks like Snider's going to be in a 3-2 matchup. It wouldn't shock me, Tyler, if both teams are in some type of zone to get started. King now over to Jordan. Jordan a ball fake. And now to Ashton Johnson. Good patience here by the Archers here early. Johnson will look inside. They're trying to run a little high-low against this 3-2. If you're going to run a high-low against a 3-2, you've got to have somebody that can move across the top really fast. And I'm not sure if South has that right now. And that would be a perfect place for Ashton Johnson.
Yeah, and, I think the zone is an effective move early because with the style that these teams can play, just multiple guys that can slash inside in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a turnover early by Southside, and it's Elijah Brown back over to, don't leave that guy open. And he did not make him pay with that. Jade Moore is human. A quick outlet and another turnover by the Archers. Jade Moore with it. He'll drive right at Ashton Johnson, throws it up and misses a second field goal. Austin Jordan will push it now for the Archers. In the corner now to Johnson. Back to Jordan. And they'll reset their offense. We'll see how long Southside decides to go without a couple of the other guys. And Keith King with the long three. Tyler Harding the other way, an alley-oop and a dunk by Elijah Brown. Wow. He evidently ate his hops this morning because he got up with that one. And Jordan now with it. He's going to look left. Back over now to Keith King, who just hit the three. 6 minutes to go here in this quick first quarter. In the corner now to Johnson. He'll ball fake, gives it up to Lattimore. Lattimore inside to Rembert. He'll throw it up. It's partially blocked. There's Lattimore with the strength, and he puts it back for Snider. And the Archers in a 2-2-1 full court press here early. They'll try to slow up Carson Jenkins. Now to Jade Moore and over to Harding. Jenkins from the parking lot. He'll launch it, and it's no good. The Snider Panthers 0 for 2 from downtown. Austin Jordan the other way loses the handle, picks it up, gives it, goes through the lane. He goes right to Lattimore, and he hits the bucket. Jalen Lattimore, the former Snider Panther. Carson Jenkins now with it, and he'll reset the offense as we hit the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Moore with it. And now to Jenkins. And Southside is also in a 3-2 zone, and it's Lattimore with the rebound. Johnson with it ahead now for Snider. Back over to Lattimore, and now to Austin Jordan. He'll drive, he'll throw it up. Hits the iron, and no roll off of Robert Rembert, and it'll belong to the Snider Panthers.
And although it hasn't shown up in the score thus far, Snider doing a nice job with active hands on defense, creating a turnover early, blocking the shot a couple possessions ago. So see if that starts to work its way into the score a little bit more and create turnovers and possessions that can create quick scores.
There's a tip in by Aiden Lambert. Yeah, and South has already turned the ball over a couple times, and Snider just hasn't made them pay because they missed 2 threes off of those turnovers. Back over now to Johnson. He'll launch a deep three. It's no good, and off a couple different players. Rembert with the rebound. His ball is tipped and taken away by Aiden Lambert. Lambert now into the front court. He'll back it out and reset the offense. Now to Brown. He'll fire the long three, and it goes in and out. Tipped. It goes off of Austin Jordan, and it'll stay with Snider.
Nice job by Jenkins going all out.
And we've got a 30-second timeout on the court. We'll use one as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back here to Southside High School. The Archers just used a timeout. We've got 4:03 to play here in the first quarter. It'll be Snider with the ball. Carson Jenkins will inbounds. We'll see if the Archers stay in a zone. It looks like they're in some type of matchup. Aiden Lambert's ball is tipped. It comes down to Harding. Back to Moore. He'll fire the three. It's no good. Good block out there by Lambert, and he gives it up now to Johnson. Johnson on the quick outlet drives right into the defense. They'll call it on the floor, and that foul's going to be on Jade Moore. His first, team's first, and that was a big collision between two strong young men. Jordan to inbounds. He's trying to get it to Lattimore. Now gets it into Lattimore. Lattimore's got a size advantage in there. He goes up strong and hits the layup. He's got 6, and the Archers lead by 5. Carson Jenkins to Lambert, ahead now to Brown. Back to Harding, and over to Jenkins. He'll spot up for another 3, and it's good for Carson Jenkins.
Jenkins unafraid to take the deep 3.
Yeah, he's got range as soon as he walks in the gym. Rimbert now over to Johnson. Good look inside to Keith King, back outside to Jordan. And Coach J.J. Foster not happy with Keith King not going up for that wide open layup. Jordan now to King and back to Jordan. And we're going to have a whistle, and we've got an injured player as Ashton Johnson is on the court, on the far side of the court, holding his lower back. That was a non-contact injury over there. And with that injury, I think we're going to use a 1-minute timeout here. You're watching Indiana High School basketball at SummitCitySports.com.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We believe in sharing positive stories and are excited to set the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Basketball is such a reactionary sport, and we talk all the time about your first 3 steps are the most important: powering out, exploding, the things that they're teaching our kids with changing direction quicker, getting a stronger core. Those things have been very valuable for our athletes. Everything that Parkview Sports Medicine has done has been very applicable to what we do on the court. We're learning how to control our bodies, and that's something that I think our girls have really benefited from. Some of our girls who had some speed and quickness now are becoming more explosive.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
We're back here at Southside High School as Ashton Johnson is being helped off the court as it was a non-contact injury from what I could tell, and he just went down holding his lower back, and he is being attended to here by the trainers, Lisa Breck, and he can barely stand straight up. I know that feeling, Tyler. After having 3 back surgeries, I know that face and that feeling grabbing your lower back.
Yeah, I wish him the best. You can tell he's in some pain, but hopefully they're able to take good care of him. So
yeah, and they have an upcoming game Friday night. They'll take on Muncie Central down there. Then they'll finish up their season next Thursday. They'll take on New Haven. So into the game for the Snider Panthers, Derek Rue into the game, and you better know where he's at. He can shoot from distance as well for Southside. He's got the ball now. He'll give it back to Austin Jordan. Jordan now being patient, back over to Rue. That's a dangerous pass with Carson Jenkins. And Jenkins takes the ball away. He'll throw the alley-oop, and it's a bucket there by Aiden Lambert. Lambert with 4 up ahead quickly to Lattimore. He'll throw it up, misses it, gets his own rebound, and he's going to get called for a push on Jade Moore. Lattimore will pick up his first, team's first. 2:35 to go here in the first quarter. Aiden Lambert to inbounds. He'll give it up now to Jenkins. Now to Harding. Back over to Jenkins. And he turns it over. Good play there. And then a turnover by Lattimore. Jenkins will go baseline, gets cut off, throws it over to Lambert. Now to Brown and over now to Moore. Moore will drive, kicks it to Jenkins. He'll fire the long three, and it's in and out and rebounded by Rue.
I don't think Jenkins has taken a three-point shot within 3 feet of the line.
Not even close. You probably won't even see it. You know, interestingly, you thought this was going to be a high-scoring game. Both teams are just content with just working until they get a good shot.
Yeah.
Jordan now over to King. He's already hit 1-3. Back over to Jordan.
Yeah, definitely a byproduct of that zone.
Yes, for sure. And another pickoff there. And Coach Foster has seen enough, and he's bringing in another sub. Jenkins will fire the three, and he hits it. And the Panthers with the lead. Their first lead of the evening at 12-9 at the 1:27 mark of the first quarter. Back to Lattimore. We'll have subs coming in for both teams at the next dead ball. Wow, that is such a dangerous pass. And another turnover. Here comes Carson Jenkins the other way. He'll go to the rim and he'll lay it up. And I wouldn't be shocked if J.J. Foster uses another timeout here as Austin Jordan has the ball. And we've got exactly 1 minute to go here in quarter number one. King will drive, steps through the defense, throws it up, no good. Rebounded by Lambert. He can push it ahead. He's got Carson Jenkins wide open for the layup. And a timeout on the court, south side. They want to bring in some subs, and we'll use a timeout as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Welcome back here to Southside High School. We've got 43 seconds to go here in quarter number one. The Archers have already used 2 timeouts here as they've had to bring in some more subs. I see they brought in Wallace, the freshman, and Lontrell Manning has checked in as well. Thoughts here early in this game, Tyler?
Well, it certainly started to shift Snider's way after Southside came out to that early lead, but Snider just started hitting their shots, and I think that's really what's been the difference.
Yeah, and I think for Southside, the injury to Johnson's going to be a big hole in that offense for their team. And he plays really good defense, and he's one of the best foul shooters probably in the area, maybe one of the best. And a good offensive board by Lattimore. He misses the bunny, and it comes down to Moore.
And that's just an opportunity down you have to take advantage of coming out of the timeout especially.
Yep, and that's Grant Brown into the game now for the Snider Panthers, number 21. He can shoot from downtown. Jenkins going to get called with a push. That'll be his first. Team second. And we've got 8.8 seconds to go here, and we'll see if they set up a jumper for either Wallace or Rue.
And a big 8.8 seconds on the scoring drought that Southside's been on.
Hopefully they know how much time was left. Over to now to Jordan. He'll ball fake. He'll fire it up, and it's no good. And that will do it for quarter number one. It's Snider 16, the Southside Archers with just 9. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back here to Southside High School. The Snider Panthers will have the ball. They started trailing 9-2, but they've gone on a run here, and they lead 16-9 here over the Southside Archers. It's Grant Brown now to Jenkins. Elijah Davis into the game for the Panthers as well. Jade Moore now with the ball. He'll look inside for Brown. Outside now to Brown. Back to Moore. He'll get a high screen from Davis and give it to Jenkins. Wallace on him. He'll fire over the shorter guy, and no good. Rue will come up with the rebound. Austin Jordan now into the front court to Cadell Wallace. Back up top to Rue. He'll fire a quick line drive three. No good. And they're going to call another foul on Lattimore, and that's his second. I would say tonight he's the one fellow they cannot afford to lose. And it looks like Coach Foster going to go to the bench here and bring in, well, he was going to try to bring in Keith King, but didn't get him there in time. Moore with it now. Throws it away, and now Coach Foster dodged a bullet there as there was a turnover.
Thought he had Brown behind him, but really, I think the difference is just in this game thus far, Southside not taking advantage of offensive rebounds and just the turnovers differential.
Yep. For sure, and that has kind of been their Achilles heel all season, is the untimely turnovers. They only average about 12 a game, but they just come in some bad times. And we've seen most of them right there, that ball that goes across the top of the lane. As Jordan hits the three, he wanted the foul and didn't get it. And that's a big shot there for Southside, especially for Austin Jordan. Jenkins with it now. Back over to Grant Brown. Brown picks up his dribble, now trapped. Throws it back over to Jenkins. Jenkins dribbles, now reverses. Goes in the lane, throws up the high runner. Hits the shot, and he's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot the first free throws of the evening. Carson Jenkins already with 12. They're going to call that foul on number 22 of Southside, Keith King. His first, team's third. Jenkins at the line to shoot the and one. Jenkins hits it. He's an 80% foul shooter on the season. 6:40 to go here in the first half. Wallace back over to Jordan. And now to Manning. Manning now to Jordan. He just hit a three. He'll try another one. It's no good. Elijah Brown with the rebound. Quick outlet now to Davis. Davis the other way. Loses it and misses the layup. Rue with it ahead now to Austin Jordan. Jordan now into the lane. Kicks it outside to Keith King. Back up top to Rue.
That pass happens a half second earlier. That's a wide open three.
Absolutely. And that's just been really the difference in the game right now. That half second. Jordan now to Rue. He'll turn. He'll give it back to Jordan. Back to Manning. Manning with it, loses it, picks it up, and he's fouled by, I believe, Davis. They do call it on Davis. That'll be his first, team's third. Harding and is it Lambert to check back in? It is. Out goes Elijah Brown and Carson Jenkins. For the Archers, they'll bring in Robert Rimbert, and out goes Derek Rue. 5:49 to play here in the first half. Wallace back to Jordan. Back over to Wallace. Wallace in the lane, loses it, and another turnover. Quick outlet now to Davis. He'll go to the rack, throws it up. Oh no, it's Jade Moore with the layup. He's looking behind because Tyler Harding got ran over behind the play. Keith King now over to Manning. Manning now has picked up his dribble and gives it to Jordan. Jordan up right back to Manning. And that's just a bad entry pass there by Manning. Right angle, just did not have it. Back now to Grant Brown, now to Davis. Davis up top to Harding. And now over to a wide open Aiden Lambert. And it's, I don't know, did that even draw iron?
They did not.
It did not. And I'm trying to see, looks like Ashton Johnson has completely left the court now. He was not in a good situation sitting over there, was he?
No, could tell he was likely not re-entering this game.
Yeah, and you need him for sectionals. You know, you're not going to win the Summit Athletic Conference tonight, so, you know, probably get him healthy for the sectionals. Wallace with a wild jumper, no good. Rembrandt with the offensive rebound, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair for the Archers. And we'll see who the Snider foul was on. Tyler Harding will pick up his first. Robert Rembert at the line shooting for Southside. He'll fire the first one, and it's good. Funny story about Robert Rembert. He didn't even think he was going to make the team 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, he said, Coach, I don't think I'm going to make it. And then he ended up playing a ton because he had guys injured, guys out, guys in trouble, and he played a lot in his sophomore year. Lambert now over to Harding. Heading out of Brown. He'll kick it now to Lambert. Lambert in the lane, goes to the rim, lays it up, misses it, gets his own rebound and puts it in. He's got 6 in the lead back to 9.
And those are plays you just can't allow defensively if you're Southside, and that's just building into this score differential.
And Montrell Manning with his first bucket of the game. Jade Moore with it now. His three-pointer on the way is good. Man, I didn't think that was even going to get there.
Just such a low release.
Yeah. It was like he had no legs, but he had just enough strength to get it in there. Wallace now for South. They trail by 10. Back over to Jordan. Good look inside to Rembert. And he traveled. He was either going to get a travel or a charging on that play.
Take the travel.
Yes, take the travel. Back in for the Panthers. They'll bring in Jenkins and Elijah Brown. Davis and Grant Brown will check out. Lambert to inbounds. And now South's in a full court man-to-man defense. Jenkins will take it the other way, throws it outside to Moore. He'll spot up. No good. Rebounded by Jenkins. He's fouled by Keith King. Keith King going to pick up his second. That'll be the team's 4th. And this young man coming in, number 21, Jerry Thomas. They had to talk him into playing athletics here at Southside.
Really?
Yeah. I was talking with Tori Curry, the athletic director here, and I said, you take him to a football combine, and he walks in and he's got his muscle shirt on. Those scouts are looking at him in about 2 minutes and wanting to know who that guy is, as Carson Jenkins drains the first one. Jerry Thomas just a junior, and the second one is good. And the lead now 12 for the Snider Panthers. Lattimore back over to Jordan, back to Lattimore. And back to Jordan. Lattimore now, he's got to be careful. He's got 2 fouls. In the corner now to Lattimore. He'll look inside for the big fella. Can't get it to him, so they'll swing it back the other way. This 3-2 is really stymied South.
You just don't see any sort of rhythm.
And Jerry Thomas open, didn't get the ball. He wanted it. Rembert in the lane, throws it up, and he hits it.
Just a great setup pass there.
It was a good entry pass. Carson Jenkins now back to Lambert. He'll drive, kicks it to Moore. Moore drives, spins, gets caught there and gives it up to Lambert. His three's on the way, and it's good. Aiden Lambert with his 9th point of the game. Wallace the other way, gives it to Lattimore, and he's fouled by, I believe, Jade Moore. It is on Jade Moore, and it is his second. Lattimore will go to the line to shoot 2 for South. He's an 80% foul shooter on the season. 2:14 to play here in the first half. His first one on the way is good. Lattimore now at 7. Grant Brown will come back in, and Jade Moore will check out for Snider. His second one on the way is Nylon. Southside back in that 2-2-1 full court press. Tyler Harding with it over to Jenkins. Jenkins now drives, gets cut off there, now trapped in the corner. Ooh. Outside now to Lambert. Lambert gets caught in the corner and loses it. Goes right on the rear end of Rembert. And I think Lambert was standing out of bounds, and he was.
Either way, I thought he touched it last.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whether it was off a hand or a body part.
Big possession here for Southside. They need to get a quality look right here, Tyler. Lattimore going to try a 3. It's no good. Tipped by Thomas, and it goes to Cadell Wallace. They'll look inside for Thomas, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. A foul's going to be on Grant Brown. That'll be his first, team's 6th. So the Archers now in the bonus the rest of the first half. Jerry Thomas will shoot 2. Nice soft touch. It just didn't go in.
Still, though, if you're Southside, starting to feel a little bit better, settling into the game, I think. Doing a nice job, at least getting to the line, taking advantage of some second chance opportunities, and that's the third chance opportunity here.
And it worked. Wallace with the runner. And we've got 1:20 to go here in the first half. Harding now with it. Up ahead now to Brown. Brown will skip pass now to Carson Jenkins. And that's short, and Grant Brown will run it down for Snider.
I know he's still got about 11 months, but I think I'm going to ask for Carson Jenkins' confidence for Christmas.
He could, like I said, he comes through the doors. He's open. Brown now to Lambert, and we've got less than a minute to go here in the first half. Good play by the freshman. Wallace, one hop, and he's to the rim. Big bucket there for the Archers. They trail by 7.
And these are the plays that Snider's been making, that Southside needed to start making. And to do this, to give yourself some energy going into that second half is huge.
Yeah, momentum's huge in these games. Outside now to Brown. He's going to launch a 3. And it's no good. Jordan with the rebound. Can they get another bucket before halftime? And a loose ball. Turnover, and here comes Carson Jenkins. And he puts it in. That's a dagger, Tyler. Wallace and back to Lattimore. He'll spot up, he'll fire, and he goes off the front of the iron, no good. Harding catches it, throws it up from midcourt. It's good if it goes. It's off the front of the iron. And we'll head to halftime. Southside trailing Snider 33-24. We'll take a 5-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at the scoring in the first half. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Sure, we have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere.
A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it. certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
Welcome back to Southside High School. Welcome back to the Kelly Automotive Halftime Show here on Summit City Sports. Looking at your scoring in the first half, first for Southside, Jalen Lattimore leads the team in scoring with 8 points. Lontrell Manning with 2, Cadell Wallace with 4, Austin Jordan with 3, and Robert Rembert with 4, and Keith King with 3 tonight for the Archers. For the Snider Panthers, Carson Jenkins leads all scorers with 17, Elijah Brown with 2, 9 from Aiden Lambert, and 5 from Jade Moore. And these two teams, they don't have many games left in the season. Looking at Southside's final week of action, they'll play Wednesday down at Muncie Central. That game is slated for 6 p.m. I actually think they've pushed that back a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. I think head coach or athletic director Tori Curry told me that earlier. And then they'll finish up at New Haven on Thursday at 7:30. For Snider, they get no break. Tomorrow they go and play Cathedral at 4 p.m. And then, well, they're just going to finish up the season playing at home against Marion. That Marion game is going to be at 7:30, and that is one of the longest running active final season games in the state of Indiana. I think I've heard it's been going on now for over 30-some years.
Wow.
I can remember, I was in 8th grade, and Marion came to Snider to play, and they only had a couple good players in the team, and they had Jay Edwards and Lyndon Jones. And this was before the three-point line. Snider has a 1-point lead. Jay Edwards catches the ball at half court, takes one dribble, shoots it, banks it in, beats Snider at the buzzer.
Wow.
Yeah, it was quite amazing. And then they were en route to, 4 straight state championships from that point on. That was a very good Snider team, by the way, that just didn't have enough. And we look at Ashton Johnson, and we can tell, he's done. He's definitely done for the evening. That's tough to see for that young man. I don't know, how long have you been doing games with us now, Tyler?
A couple seasons, second season.
So Ashton was a freshman, did not look like Ashton as a junior. He has completely changed his body type. He was a little bit, how should I say, on the pudgy side. He's built a little bit like your buddy here announcing. And he has totally changed his body. He's committed himself to the weight room. Obviously, he's eating correctly. So he's become a very good athlete here at Southside. Plays football. He probably could play baseball if we wanted him to, but he's a heck of a basketball player. And most of all, he's a competitor. So sad to see him sitting out the rest of the evening. Now, how does Southside get back into this game?
Just continue to do what they were doing. I think after the end of the first quarter, neither you or I would have expected this to be a 9-point game at halftime, but here we are. And that's in large part, I think, thanks to Southside creating turnovers, getting second chances, getting to the line, and taking advantage of those second chances. And we had a couple missed free throw shots here at the end of the first half, but that's not going to happen all game. So it's just taking advantage of the opportunities that are in front of you, and that's just something they weren't doing early on, in addition to giving opportunities to Snider on a silver platter.
Yeah, and when Snider runs a 3-2 zone, whether that's a 1-3-1 or a 3-2, you still have a guy at the top for Snider. You've got to have two guys over the top. It doesn't matter. You have to have two, and you have to ball fake. That killed them late in the first quarter. They quit ball faking. I heard their head coach, J.J. Foster, yell at them, ball fake before you pass. And it did make a difference later in that second quarter. And I think the only way they get back into it is they've got to keep Lattimore in the game. And they've got to find Wallace from the outside, or Rue's got to get hot. For Snider to do what they're doing, if Carson Jenkins continues on what he did in the first half, Southside's going to be tough for Southside to beat them. And if Jade Moore or Aiden Lambert gets really hot, it is going to be really tough for South. So Snider's got to keep Jenkins involved, and Southside's got to get Lattimore going from the inside. If he can get some points in the paint, that will really open it up for the guys on the outside.
And that's what South did. And they started to make better passes, and you saw the benefit of that.
Yeah, no, and the Southside's going to get the ball to start the second half, and they're going to go with Jordan, Wallace, Keith King, Rimbert, and Lattimore. For Snider, they'll go with Harding, Aiden Lambert. It's going to be Jade Moore, Carson Jenkins, and Elijah Brown. And Snider once again back in that 3-2. Wallace back over now to Jordan. And now to Keith King. King to Lattimore, back to Jordan, in the corner to Wallace. Back outside and inside. Tipped away, and that's, whoa, I thought that ball was out of bounds. They'll say it went off of a Snider player. It'll stay with South.
I don't know.
That looked like it was out of bounds, didn't it?
Yeah. Looked like it might have rolled off of Lattimore, but Then again, I'm not the one on the sideline.
Exactly. We don't get paid to make those decisions. The guys in the stripes do. As Southside will reset their offense now with 7:30 to play here in the third quarter. Wallace back over to Jordan. Jordan now picks up his dribble, looks inside. He'll find Lattimore, has a shot block, gets it right back, goes up strong and misses the layup. Those are the shots they need right there. That foul, I believe, is going to be on Lambert. Lambert's going to pick up his first, team's first here in the second half.
Yeah, and we've mentioned it a number of times, but without Johnson, your margin for error just becomes, that much smaller. So,
and you lose a defender, you lose a good passer, you lose a guy that can be an irritant to the other team when he starts talking to you. So with him out of the lineup, somebody's got to step up here in the second half for Southside. They cut the lead back down to 7 now. Carson Jenkins with it. Over now to Harding. Harding now to Moore. Back to Harding. Jenkins with it. Now to Brown. Brown to Harding and over to Jenkins in the corner to Lambert. He'll fire another three and he hits it. Lambert now at 12. Keith King with it now for Southside. Back up top to Jordan. And now to Wallace. Jordan now to King. Back to Wallace. Jordan in the corner now to King. Back to Jordan. And now to Wallace. He's open for the three. He'll fire it. And it's good by the freshman. Wallace now with 7. Carson Jenkins with the ball. The ball's tipped and he gets it right back. Timeout on the court. Snider, I think they're going to use a 30-second timeout. They are. Well, you know what? We'll stay right here during this timeout. And once again, we'll talk about tomorrow here in the area. It is Belmont at Bishop Luers at 7:45. Concordia travels to Norwell at 7:45. Bishop Dwenger will play at New Haven, a game we'll have for you here on Summit City Sports at 7:30. Snider will travel to number 4 Cathedral. It'll be Kokomo coming here to play Northside at 6 p.m. North Central and Carroll at 1:30 out at Carroll. Richmond at Wayne at 7:30. And while we have the chance, we want to wish good luck to 2 of our girls' team. Carroll plays at 4 p.m. at LaPorte. They'll take on Crown Point. And at noon, South Bend, Washington will play Norwell for the right to go to the state championship. Well, after the timeout, we've got 6:10 to play here in the third quarter. A 7-point lead now for Snider. It's Harding with the ball. He'll give it up now to Jade Moore. Moore back to Harding. Alley-oop. And Lambert misses the dunk, and that went off of Rembert and goes right to Brown. And Brown is fouled by either King or Lattimore. And Keith King, I believe, is going to pick up his 3rd foul. He is. That'll send Elijah Brown to the line to shoot a pair for Snider. No good, and coming in is Derek Rue. He'll replace Keith King. Elijah Brown, a 55% foul shooter, fires a second, and he hits it. He's got 3 in the game. Lead back to 8. And Snider now in a man-to-man. Lambert with it now. Inside now to Jordan. His layup off the glass and good. And the lead back to 6. Here's Jenkins now over to Lambert. He'll go baseline. Kicks it now to Moore. He'll fire the 3, and it's good. I did not think that was going to be good. You see his hands? He kind of juggled it when he caught it, and he still was able to put it in. Rue now to Lattimore. Back to Rue. And up top now to Jordan. Lattimore looks inside. He'll slow it up and give it to Rembert. Good look inside to Rue. He'll catch it and fire, and he's fouled by Aiden Lambert. Lambert will pick up his second. The foul sends Derek Rue to the line to shoot a pair. Rue, a 67% foul shooter on the season for the Snider Panthers. These are points that Southside desperately needs because there's no time running on the clock. And Rue's free throw is good.
And as we get into the second portion of this quarter, I think the most interesting thing that I have kind of been tracking so far and we'll be interested to continue seeing is how this Southside defense looks at defending Carson Jenkins. I don't think he's taken a shot yet in this
No, he hasn't.
second half. And it was the Carson Jenkins show in the first. So luckily for Snider, they're able to get some three-point shots from other guys. But
Elijah Brown with the layup. He's got 5. During that free throw, both Billingsleys came in for the Snider Panthers. And you talked about it. They have pushed Carson Jenkins even further away from the bucket here in the second half. And here's a turnover by Lattimore.
And those will happen, but it's just all about how you respond to that.
Yeah, and Southside has yet in this half to score, get a stop, get a score. Those are the things that are going to get you back in the game pretty quickly as Billingsley, that is Karan Billingsley with the ball. His brother Kadrill Billingsley is in the game, number 5, and he's got the ball right now. Back over to Billingsley. And now Southside is going into a man-to-man D. Elijah Brown jumps right to the lane and hits the layup.
And to add on to what you say there, Ryan, I mean, in a game, too, that hasn't been overly foul-heavy, those stops become even more important.
You're right. I mean, it took us forever to get into the bonus in the first half, and there's a foul on, let me see, that's number 5, Kadrill Billingsley. His first, team second, and you just have to make the most of every single possession when you're not able to get to the line. Here's Wallace with it, back to Jordan. Jordan will fire the 3, in and out, and it comes down to Brown. He'll outlet it now to Carson Jenkins. He'll go the other way and lay it up for Snider. That's his first bucket here in the second half. He's got 19. I think this is danger time for Southside right here, these final 3 minutes.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, largest deficit of the game. And
yep. And another
can get away from you very quickly.
And Elijah Brown is swatted there by Rembert, and that'll bring Keith King back in. He'll replace Rembert for Southside. Actually, he's going to replace Derek Rue. Billingsley inbounds now for Snider, right to Jaden Moore. He'll turn, he'll fire, and he'll drain another 3. 11 now for Jaden Moore. 3:20 to go here in the third quarter. Wallace now in the lane, right to the rim, off the glass, and he hits the layup. Goodell Wallace with 9. Carson Jenkins the other way. In the lane, he'll fire the 15-footer, and he hits it. He's got 21. Keith King now into the front court for South. He'll drive. He'll fire. And it goes in and out, rebounded by Rembert. He misses the layup. And we have a jump ball to go to the Snider Panthers. Aiden Lambert and Grant Brown back in for Snider. They'll replace Elijah Brown and Jade Moore. Lontrell Manning coming in for Southside. And he's going to replace Robert Rembert. 16-point lead now for the Panthers.
And just a tough spot to be in for Southside. After allowing that big run to close out the first quarter, I would say give or take a point or two here or there, going point for point with Snider through much of the second and into the third.
Yeah. And at this point, I think Coach Foster isn't real happy with some of their effort. I think that's why Derek Rue went back to the bench. He didn't hustle back on defense, and Coach Foster just doesn't. I mean, he's a defensive-minded coach anyways. He didn't play like that when he was a young man out of Homestead, Him or his brother, they like to score a lot, but his teams have always been good on defense. And if you don't play hard on defense, you don't get on the court. Austin Jordan with the runner. It's no good. Comes down to Carson Jenkins. Jenkins in the lane and to Lambert and over to Billingsley. He'll lose his footing and toss it out of bounds. 2:09 to play here in the third quarter. King now to Jordan. They'll look inside for Lattimore, now to Wallace. Wallace in the lane again, a little Euro step off the glass, no good. And Lattimore with the offensive board. Back over to Manning. Back to Lattimore. Keith King is wide open underneath the bucket. Nobody could see him. Wallace with it now. They'll look inside now for King. King will catch it. Backs down, turns and fires cross court to Jordan. Jordan's floater's up and no good. Rebounded again by Jenkins. Jenkins with the quick outlet and it's picked off by Keith King. Up ahead now to Austin Jordan. He'll fire another three and it's no good. And it's Billingsley with the rebound. Billingsley to Billingsley. He'll get in the lane, goes right to the rim, hits the shot, and he is fouled. See who the foul was on for South Side. It was on number 10, Wallace, his first, team second. Elijah Brown back in, and he'll replace Aiden Lambert. This can get out of control here in a hurry. Derek Roos set to check back in for South at the next whistle. Billingsley's free throw, no good, rebounded by King of South Side. Wallace now here to the near side, goes right through the hands of King. He picks it up, now drives, fires it up, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, if you're this Southside team, I think it's just time to avoid looks at the scoreboard, play your game. I'd like to see maybe Wallace get some more looks offensively, but really it's just limiting those turnovers and
you got to build on this.
Smart shots.
You got to build on this. I mean, you're going to play two more next week. Muncie Central's no slouch that they're going to play. Always good basketball down there in Muncie. And you want to keep your guys healthy as Keith King hits that shot. He was fouled there by number 21, Grant Brown. That was his second foul. King now with 4 in the game. And he hits them both. Derek Rue will come in. He'll replace Keith King. Southside shooting very well from the foul line. They're 11 of 12 this evening. They are actually one of the better foul shooting teams in the area at 72%. Billingsley with it now for Snider. He'll give it up to Grant Brown and right back to Billingsley. 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Here's Jenkins on a curl move. He'll fire the jumper and hit it. He's got 23. Jordan will look up at the clock and see 15 ticks left here in the third quarter. He'll get a high screen there by Lattimore. Drives into the lane, fires the jumper, and hits it. He's got 7. Billingsley with a quick outlet. Goes off the knee of Brown and goes right to Wallace. Lattimore doesn't see how much time is left, and that will do it for the third quarter. The Snider Panthers 55, the Southside Archers 39. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the start of the fourth quarter. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Fourth quarter action ready to get going here at Southside. It'll be the Archers with the ball. They'll go with Jordan, Lattimore, Manning, Rue, and Wallace. The Snider Panthers will go with Billingsley, Carson Jenkins, Jade Moore, Elijah Brown, and Aiden Lambert. Wallace with it back over to Jordan now, and he'll give it up now to Manning. Back to Jordan. Jordan back to Wallace, and back to Jordan. Snider back in that 3-2 matchup, and they pick off another pass. Billingsley with the pass to Lambert. He misses the layup. Here comes Austin Jordan the other way, and he double dribbled. Billingsley the inbounds, and Southside's going to go into a 1-3-1 half-court trapping defense again. Here's Brown over to Billingsley. He'll kick it now to a wide-open Moore. He'll fire the three, and it's no good. Good rebound there, and they're going to call a foul on Wallace. Wallace will pick up his second. Third team foul on Southside here in the second half. Lambert to inbounds for Snider. Moore with it once again. Back over to Billingsley. Lambert will drive. He gets to the rim, and he's fouled by either Manning or Rue. It's on Rue. Rue picks up his first. Aiden Lambert at the line shooting for Snider. Just a 60% foul shooter on the season. Well, that was no confidence in that one, Tyler. Rimbert in for Southside. Will fire the second, hits the front of the iron and rolls in. He's got 13 in the game. Lattimore with it now for Southside. And we'll go under 7 minutes to play, and another bad pass. Billingsley picks it off, and he is swatted by Lattimore. He didn't give him the Dikembe Mutombo, not in my house. Lambert with it. He'll throw it into Moore, and he'll toss it in. Jade Moore now with 13. Wallace now over to Jordan. Jordan now to Rue. Rue back to Jordan. And now to Wallace. Back to Jordan. And now to Rue in the corner. He'll give it up to Lattimore. Lattimore skip pass now to Wallace. He'll drive baseline. Good entry pass to Rimbert. He'll throw up the runner. No good. Off the rim and goes right to Lattimore. Lattimore now at 12. Lead down to 17, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Wallace will get called for his third personal. 15 foul now on Southside. They've got one more to give before they put the Snider in the bonus. 6:09 to play here in the final quarter. Jenkins will fire another three, and he nails it. 26 for Carson Jenkins. Wallace skip pass now to Jordan. He'll look inside. Back over to Wallace. He'll fire the three. It's no good. Tipped and goes right back to Wallace. And he goes right to the rim, and he hits the shot. He's got 11, and we've got a whistle as the ball was tipped out of bounds there by Wallace. Billingsley with the ball, now ahead to Lambert. That ball gets tipped, goes through the hands of Elijah Brown, goes out of bounds and right back to Southside. Austin Jordan with the ball now for South. I don't know. Have you seen a score for Carroll? The Carroll Homestead game? I didn't even think about looking at it. Maybe you can find it here while we're getting close to the end here as Wallace has it now. He'll drive. He'll kick it to Lattimore. He'll fire the three and he'll hit it. Lattimore with 15. Ahead now to Lambert, and another three by Jenkins is short, and Lattimore with the rebound. He'll have a crossover. He'll go right to the rim, goes through the defense and misses the layup, but he'll shoot two. The foul is going to be on Billingsley.
In the fourth, Homestead on top of Carroll. Looks like 50 to 43 last update.
So a good quality game going on out there.
Carroll in the bonus.
Lattimore to shoot two here, and he'll hit the first. Lattimore now with 16, looking for his 17th. Wow, they can actually get the lead down to 13 here if he can hit this and get a stop. And that one's short. Brown with the rebound. I jinxed him. He'd been perfect from the line tonight. Here's Billingsley with it. He'll throw it over now to Brown. Brown's skip pass now to Billingsley is picked up there, and they'll reset their offense with 4:30 to go here in the final quarter. Jenkins now in the lane, kicks it outside to Brown. He'll fire the three. It's no good. Tipped, and Lattimore comes up with it. He throws it away, and it goes to Lambert. Back over to Brown, and he is fouled by Austin Jordan. Austin Jordan's first. That'll send Brown to the line to shoot two. I think he was going to dunk that, Tyler.
Wanted to get one more highlight play in.
Yeah, he sure did. Brown will fire, and he'll hit it.
Bookend the game with some highlight plays.
Yeah. Cadrill Billingsley back in. He'll replace Aiden Lambert. Second one by Brown, no good. Rebounded by Lattimore. Jordan now for Southside with it, and we've got exactly 4 minutes to go here in the fourth. Here's Wallace with it. Back over to Lattimore. And he'll give it to Rue. Rue now to Wallace. Jordan wants the screen. He'll get one. Now drives behind the back, looks inside, and now to Lattimore. Good defense and a travel by Lattimore.
Absolutely.
Brown moved those feet, and he was in position the whole time. And we have a 30-second timeout on the court here at Southside. We will use one as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Welcome back here to Southside High School. 3:40 to play here in the final quarter. 15-point lead for the Snider Panthers. They've had about from the 3-minute mark of the third quarter to this point, they've been up by 15 to 18 points this second half. Here's Moore with it. Back to Billingsley. They've brought in Cadrill Billingsley as well for Snider. Here's Moore into the front court. Kicks it outside to a wide open Brown. He'll fire the three, and it's short. Rembert with the rebound. Quick outlet now to Wallace. He'll lose it and go right into the score table to go right back to Snider. The look on Wallace's face says it all right there, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just not our night.
Yeah, and it's tough because Southside hasn't played a terrible game throughout. I mean, it's been a back and forth game out of other than about 4 minutes here and 4 minutes there.
You're right.
By and large, been a more competitive game than it has not been.
Probably the last 3 minutes of the first quarter and that last 4 minutes of the third quarter, the rest of it's been pretty even. Foul was on Karan Billingsley. That'll send Manning to the line to shoot a pair for Southside.
And when you lose Johnson, 3 minutes into the game?
Yep. Takes you out of your rhythm, takes you out of your substitution patterns. It's just difficult. And Southside doesn't have a super deep bench with a lot of scoring like some teams have. Manning will eye the second, and it's no good and rebounded by Moore of Snider. Quick outlet now to Jenkins. Jenkins now drives, gets cut off, double teamed in fact, over now to Billingsley. 3 minutes to go here at Southside. That three's no good by Moore. It's Jordan with the rebound. Both teams in the bonus the rest of this game. Billingsley back over to Jenkins, and he is fouled by Lattimore. Lattimore with his third, and that will send Carson Jenkins to the line to shoot 1-1. Carson Jenkins with 26 points on the night, looking for his 27th, and he's got it. It's funny, as Carson Jenkins looked like Wallace 2 years ago. That's what he kind of looked like. He was skinny, and he's put on some muscle and weight, and he's one of the area's premier players for sure. It looks like Snider uses a full timeout. We'll use one as well. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com. .247 to play here at Southside High School in the final quarter. 64-47 your score between Snider and Southside. It'll be Archer's ball. Keith King back on the court now for Southside. It looks like Snider's going to pick up a little full court pressure here as Derek Rue has it. Over now to Austin Jordan. He'll get a high screen there from King. Good look inside to Rue. He'll throw it up off the glass and hit the shot. Rue with his fourth point of the game. And a foul called on Rue of Southside. And Coach Foster is not happy. That sends Billingsley to the line to shoot 1-1. Free throw on the way is good. Billingsley now with three. Second one on the way is good as well. Jordan with it for Southside. He'll get another high screen. Now to Lattimore. Lattimore back to Jordan. He'll go baseline. Gets cut off there. Gives it up now to Lattimore. He'll throw it up, and he's fouled by Jay Moore. Jade Moore going to pick up his third, and Lattimore going to go back to the line where he has lived tonight. Montrell Manning set to check back in for Southside. Lattimore fires, and he hits it. Lattimore or Manning will come in and replace Derek Rue. 2:04 to play here as the second free throw is on its way, and it rolls in. Lattimore now with 18 in this game. Quickly ahead now to Jaden Moore. He'll spin, he'll fire. It's no good. Rebounded by Lattimore. Lattimore into the front court for Southside. He'll skip pass now to Keith King. Back over now to Manning. He'll drive. He'll go to the rim. Nobody picks him up, and he hits the shot. Manning with his 4th point. And a turnover by Lambert. Wallace will fire the three. It's short, and it comes down to Lambert.
Momentum still seemed to be carrying him forward.
Yeah, it sure did. Carson Jenkins with his 30th point of the game. Austin Jordan with the ball now for Snider. He'll give it to Lattimore. Back to Jordan. Jordan out of Wallace. Wallace to Manning. And back to Jordan. To Lattimore in the corner. Back to Wallace. He'll drive. He'll fire it. No good. Keith King with the offensive board. And put back. He's got 7. And the lead down to 13 with less than 40 seconds to play. And Coach Foster just said no fouls. And Lambert with it now. Back to Carson Jenkins. I'm going to just say it. Carson Jenkins is going to be our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game with right now 30 points.
He could be player of the game just for his offensive performance, but made some impressive defensive plays early on that really helped Snider get on their run and go ahead.
And he's got a lot of rebounds in this game as well tonight. Your final score here at Southside tonight, 68-55. The Archers defeated by the Snider Panthers. Give me just a moment here, and we will go run down the scoring here, and then we'll wish you all a good night. First for the Southside Archers. They will drop to 7-11 on the season. They will end the Summit Athletic Conference with a 5-4 mark. Leading them in scoring tonight, Jalen Lattimore with 18. Lontrell Manning with 4. It was Derek Rue with 4. It was Cadell Wallace with 11. Austin Jordan with 7. Robert Rembert with 4. 7 from Keith King. And they will play Wednesday at Muncie Central at 6 p.m. For the victorious Snider Panthers, they will improve to 10-9 on the season and finish 6-3 in the Summit Athletic Conference. They were led in scoring tonight by Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, Carson Jenkins with 30 points, Elijah Brown with 8, 4 from Karan Billingsley, 13 from Aiden Lambert, and 13 from Jade Moore. They'll have a short turnaround. They'll play tomorrow at Cathedral at 4 p.m. before finishing up their season next Friday night at home against Marion at 7:30. So thoughts on the game tonight, Tyler?
Yeah, we said it there toward the end, but I commend Southside because that game could have gotten a lot further away from them. And outside of, as you mentioned, a stretch toward the end of the first and the middle to the end of the third, they went point for point with a team at full strength that was putting up points from all over the floor. So not at full strength. You lose Johnson early. It's never a position that any team wants to be in, but all the credit in the world to Snider. They did exactly what they needed to do, played a clean game throughout, hit their shots inside and out, and made plenty of defensive plays too that I think really shifted the momentum in their direction and helped make the difference.
Absolutely. I thought Southside I think when Johnson got hurt, you could kind of feel the air come out of the team. He's kind of their heart and soul, to be honest with you. And that's tough when you lose that guy on there. They played in stretches very well, but Snider, man, when they got the chance to score, they did. It was just one of those games for Snider tonight as they win a good one here tonight at Southside, 68-55. Before we sign off on here, we want to wish good luck tomorrow to our girls' teams. At noon at LaPorte, it will be number 8, South Bend, Washington, 21-5. They will take on number 6, Norwell, 23-5 at noon. And then at 4 o'clock, number 6, Carroll will take on number 2, Crown Point. And that game is at 4 o'clock. And does that say the Homestead won tonight?
55-50.
Yep, so Homestead will be your Summit Athletic Conference champs. And, you know, one thing I wish for all of our local boys teams that are left to stay healthy as we get ready to go into the second season.
Absolutely. You know, it's been a fun season. All things considered, a tough season to get through, but you know, it feels a little surreal to be at this point. But you know, just glad we've made it this far and still have, I think, a lot of fun basketball ahead.
One of our fans here just about fell down right down the stands here. Well, that'll do it here from Southside tonight. The Archers, or the Southside Snider Panthers, with a big win here at South tonight, 68-48. For my cameraman Deontay and my sidekick tonight, Tyler Sorg, I'm Ryan Dellinger, and you've been watching Indiana High School basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Sure, we have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere.
A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Did you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories, and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100. Thank you.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.